Briefing the media on Friday about the outcome of his recent European tour, China's special envoy of Eurasian affairs, Li Hui, said Beijing's position on Ukraine is objective, impartial, and has received praise from the international community. In May, Li visited Kyiv, Warsaw, Paris, Berlin, Brussels, and Moscow on the whirlwind 12-day tour in a bid to promote Beijing's 12-point peace plan to solve the conflict in Ukraine. He said both Russia and Ukraine have publicly acknowledged China's efforts, even as serious differences remain between Kyiv and Moscow.
The risk of escalation of the Russia-Ukraine conflict is still high. All sides must take concrete measures to cool down the situation and ensure the safety of nuclear facilities. As long as it is conducive to easing the situation, China is willing to do anything.
Li used to be the ambassador to Russia from 2009 to 2019 and is the most senior Chinese official to visit Ukraine since the conflict escalated in 2022. He said China is a neutral party in the conflict and believes negotiations are the only way out.
The Russian side said it has never opposed peace talks, while Ukraine said it cherishes and longs for peace. What must stop is sending weapons to the battlefield. Otherwise, the situation will only continue to spiral. China always believes in negotiations and the promotion of peace will eventually succeed.
During your meeting with the top Ukrainian officials, you were quoted in the media as saying that all parties involved in the conflict need to start from themselves. But as we've seen, no one between Ukraine and Russia wants to budge. So what do you think is the minimum that Ukraine and Russia need to do to initiate the restarting of the peace talks? And also, what can China do further to make the two sides come to the table?
Generally speaking, the Ukrainian crisis is now at a critical juncture and there is still a wide gap between the positions of the two sides. China will continue to strengthen dialogue and exchanges among all parties, build consensus, gain mutual trust, and continue to make contributions to the political settlement of the Ukrainian crisis.
Over the course of 2 hours, the ambassador reiterated that China's position on solving the Ukraine crisis remains the same, a push for negotiations and the promotion of a lasting peace based on President Xi Jinping's 4 musts. He said that this is the first time that China has sent representatives to promote the peace plan and that Beijing will continue to work to bring the two sides to the negotiation table. Dong Xue, CGTN, Beijing.